I'm Dr. Shanti from Bangalore. When I saw the invite mail that I've been invited for Nityananda Yogam, I just can't express the feelings that I had. My many lifetimes dream has come true to be with my source, Swamiji, and he heard my prayers and he made it. It is not that we have some qualification or we deserve, nothing like that. It's just his pure love that being showered on every single being. And being here, as my friends shared, it's a different loka. There is no day or night. Every time the whole area is bubbling with energy. Every particle here, the sand, the flowers, the leaves, the cows, every single structure and being here is radiating Swamiji's love. At this moment I would like to share, on the day of Brahmopadesham, actually I just stayed back in the courtyard for organizing the Akashic records. All these participants who were initiated for Gayatri initiation for the first time, when they were walking back, after Swamiji walked back, they were all looking like gods and goddesses walking. The previous day I was with them at the temple. What I saw the previous day and the next day was totally different. Every being had taken a new birth. They received Brahmopadesham from Brahman himself. What more we can have as human beings? Swamiji's love for every single being continuously being showered wherever we are, whatever we are doing with all our incompletions or whatever conflicts. The moment we come here in his breathing space, whatever needs to be removed, the moment I asked Swamiji what the incompletions or the conflicts which I face in my spiritual life, in my personal life, please bring it out. I don't know how to do it. I'm not able to find out. Just the thought happened. Immediately, all the incompletions started coming up, and it went on and off for 48 hours. And on the day when all the Niranjani Akada people had come during Rudrabhishekam, the whole incompletion which was sitting as a relationship issue with my spouse, it came up like a huge solidified ice being melted. Every single emotion, just the prayer, that's it. It just melted, and my being was so light and so much of celebration and so much of joy, excitement, 24 hours. Out there, I used to struggle for the morning daily routine. If I do yoga, I miss puja. I do it later at 11 o'clock. Here, it just happens effortlessly. 4:30, just the being wakes up and be here for yoga, puja, and the procession which starts from Rajya Sabha to the temple with the Nija Padukas is a real sight to see. What Swamiji says, the wealth of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Vedic way of living, has to be seen and celebrated being here every moment. It is with the colorful umbrellas, all age group, starting from 6-month-old baby to 90-year-old lady, walking with the same excitement, same joy, effortlessly to go to the temple, and that arghya which we offer, how beautifully it is made in minute detail. All the components are, integrated, and the Gurukul Balasans offers it with the same love which Swamiji is. It's such a joy to receive it from their hand and offer it to Padukas and have the sparsha of the Padukas. It's such a joy, Swamiji. Thank you so much for continuous showering. And the greatest blessing I feel is you are all the time listening to Swamiji's talk, his voice, his laughter, even though we are having some issues with causing. As I'm talking to the other person who is being caused, suddenly we hear Swamiji's voice and he's walking. I know he's blessing and he is doing, at the same time he is the connecting energy, the beautiful blessing he is making, and both the beings are elevated from wherever we are. And I tell them, when I tell them, see, Swamiji is walking, that being simply just, is out of deep gratitude, he says, I'm so lucky to hear that Swamiji is walking there and I'm being called. They all know it is Swamiji's call. And it's such a beautiful experience being a causer. And out there, I never had the confidence, and so many times it would never go up to the full causing. Here, it just happens. Remembering Swamiji and calling. the being is enriched, and very soon the HC and FC is happening. It's an amazing experience being here. We are so blessed to be in his breathing space and having his darshan and listening to him all the time. Thank you, Swamiji.
Nityanandam. Nityanandam Swamiji. Nityanandam everyone. I just want to say like what Sharvaya was saying just now. I'm one of the secret persons who actually walk through the courtyard just to have a glimpse of Swamiji. Every time there's anyone asks any help from the courtyard, kitchen especially, and I'll just jump in and just go there, just because I can see Swamiji and be there and have a glimpse of him. And also, just like Ma Shakti Rupa just said, this was really candid. They didn't tell us that we're going to do this session today, and they just announced, and I was the first one to jump, not actually to come up and just sit by Swamiji, just to sit on the stage with Swamiji. It's amazing actually to be in his breathing space. It's really, really unimaginable. I just want to say, before I came here, for me to actually get 3 months off my work, it really was almost impossible. But of course, with Swamiji, nothing's impossible, right? And I went to approach my boss and said I needed 3 months off. And of course, I said it was a family issue. Everyone of you here is my family. And I really need to go and see my family. And my boss actually said, and I told him that, it's a 3 months and I understand there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I'm willing to actually resign my job. And he actually said, no, please do not do that. I will actually speak to the HR. And he actually went to speak to the HR, and the HR and he came back and said, don't worry, I'll give you in staggered, like I give you a pay. I'll continuously give you pay, but I can't give you the whole full month's pay, but I'll keep on giving you pay. So I actually went with willing to actually resign my job, but I got 3 months leave. On top of that, I actually even got my pay as well. So that's amazing. Only with Swamiji's grace. It just only happens with Swamiji. And sitting in the courtyard with Swamiji, and I'm always the first one who wants to jump and sit beside Swamiji. It's really, really totally different from you sitting in the audience and sitting beside Swamiji. The amount of energy Swamiji radiates, and it really is a little bit intimidating. But if you just go across and just sit beside him and just spend time beside him, you'll see what it is. And like what Ma Kuriya shared as well, and Swamiji, the amount of decisions he makes in a day, hundreds, thousands maybe, I don't know, but he's making it from such integrity and that, so much of responsibility when he even says any word. And you can't imagine, like Swamiji was speaking about decision fatigue, right? And he was saying how, we make 5 decisions in a day and straight away we feel so tired. But if you look at Swamiji, the amount of decisions he's making and the amount of responsibility he's taking, and he's responsible for every word he says, obviously, it's amazing. It's just, it makes you see Swamiji telling you something about, making decision fatigue. That is one thing, but sitting beside him day in, day out and looking at him actually making those decisions, it's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing, and it does something in your inner space. It just makes you, and Swamiji spoke about integrity as well. And like everyone was saying, I was one of the persons who, will find it a bit difficult to get up in the morning to go yoga. And, like Ma Shakti Rupa will know, I got knocking on my door a few times to wake up to go for yoga. But sitting beside Swamiji and him explaining about integrity, and he was saying, this is nothing got to do with discipline. Don't you know I'm doing this for you guys? I want you to actually, and he's really speaking to each one and every one of us. He's really, really interested in every one of us to raise. So I'm still working on my integrity. Right now I'm actually taking attendance for everyone, believe it or not. And there is different levels of integrity, and I'm really raising myself to that. And Swamiji is really, really, really serious about manifesting powers. He wants us to manifest powers, and I'm definitely going to manifest the powers. Swamiji, please do bless me too. I want to make it happen. And just to explain to you, the courtyard is a magical place. Like every time you sit there, it's really like a different totally different universe, like different loka. And even from the birds, the sparrows that come and eat the grains, and they hang these grains, and there Swamiji hangs this for the birds to actually come and eat the grains, and the grains actually fall on you when you're sitting there. It's such a magical experience. And you really, if you've been called, do not miss it for anything. If you resign your job or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's something that you cannot miss. And I just want to say about Sadashivam as well. Before when I came here, we were told that Sadashivam, all Nityananda Yoga participants, Swamiji said that we're going to experience all that's going to be given, right? All the alchemy product and all that stuff. So I was thinking, oh yeah, so I don't have to go for Nityananda Yoga. Maybe I'll just volunteer, right? But the amount of things that Swamiji is actually doing, the amount of work Swamiji is actually putting in, the amount of, so many details, the amount of things he's taking care of each and one participant that's going to come for Sadashivam is unimaginable. And just by hearing that, I just said, I need to cause myself, and I'm coming. And whatever that you think you're spending $13,000 or $12,000, it's really nothing from what Swamiji is actually going to give you for Sadashivam. And not only from the things, it's everything else. It's beyond. It's just beyond the mind. And I'm really looking forward to it to see what more it's going to be. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you for everything.
Nityanandam everyone, Nityanandam Swamiji. So actually, my name's Sahadeva, and I'm a student, or was a student until I asked Kalabhairava if I should start a business and drop college after Nityananda Yoga. And they said, just drop it, become a business owner. So for me, I guess the biggest thing that I've learned so far is, who is Swamiji? And someone actually said, I know Swamiji, but then he told them, you don't know me at all. And I completely agree. There's so many dimensions of him that have opened up through his storytelling and even through how he described the 25 states of consciousness. I asked Swamiji, I said, so what state are you taking us in Sadashivoham? And he said, Turiyatita, which is the final state of consciousness. So, just to give you guys a little story, he explained when Aruni Yushwara was teaching him about the Navagrahas, the 9 planetary energies, while he was sitting down with him, he had actually brought down the planets and taught him. And I was thinking, okay. And then he went on more into the story, and Swamiji had said, he had asked Aruni Yushwara, so if the planets are here, why isn't everyone else in the world noticing it? He said, I told him to look down. I'm teaching you here. Enjoy. Come on. So just imagine that scale, the power that Swamiji is going to be, pushing through us. And that story really hit me. It drove down, there's all these dimensions about Swamiji that we do not understand. But the more time you spend with him, and it opens you up to realize these stories. And I think that for me is just unraveling who is Swamiji, who am I, and another thing, spending time with the Balasans here. It's so amazing. Literally, when I look at them, I just smile. I can't help but smile. There's so much bliss radiance.
Even I can't help smiling. When I look at them, even I can't help. They are going to be the number 2 attraction of the whole Nityananda Sangha. See, naturally number 1 will be Swamiji. With all due respect, I don't want to disrespect in any way. Even the Golden Temple is going to be number 3. The number 2 is going to be Balasans. You may be thinking, number 1 naturally will be Swamiji in Sangha, so number 2 will be Golden Temple. No. The number of people who are going to come are the center of the attention, attraction, all that. The number 2 is going to be Balasans and Gurukul. Number 3 only will be Golden Temple. Because temples, every street we have in India, and every bigger city in Tamil Nadu has a bigger temple than what we are planning here. Of course, ultimately this is the largest, it is going to be largest temple, that is different. Temple, we are habituated. This Balasans and Gurukul is the new contribution by me to the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma.